Hey everyone, Phi Farley here. It's August 12th. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy hump day. We got a pretty good slate today. I got a big underdog for you as a best bet in baseball for you today. So stay tuned for that. It's a little risky putting my record on the line for this one, but I really like it. So check it out. I'm going to break down that game for you in just a second. Coming off another win yesterday with the Diamondbacks. I had a lot of the analysis right yesterday. A little bit off as far as Perez's start. He had a great outing against the Diamondbacks. However, as a matter of time before he got that Boston bullpen, which has been really weak. I talked about that yesterday, and sure enough, the Rays, the better team, gets the job done. They put an 8 spot on them, win with an 8-2 victory. Nice job, everyone who capitalized on that. That was pretty easy money. I mean, I think that game should have been a minus 200 as far as odds of winning it. Ends up being at just a minus 110. There we are getting a pick 'em and able to capitalize and get the job done. Yesterday, another winning day, another great day, 3-1 overall. The only loss was a walk-off in the 10th there with the Marlins as a plus 140 underdog. Unfortunately, I had a 16 parlay, which I don't typically do parlays, but I had 2 NBA picks in there that also won. That was my only loss, was that Marlins parlay. I know there's someone else out there who had that as well. My picks are over on patreon.com/Phi Farley. You can check that out. It's in the comments down below or in the description down below. You can check it out. You can also follow me on Twitter at Phi Farley. Don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube. I do want to respond to a question I got on Patreon yesterday, which was about playing different units on each plays. And I'm going to just respond real quickly to it because it's important. I've gotten this question over the years. I don't separate my units per play. The only one I would say is a daily best bet. You could up the units on that one versus my other plays on Patreon. It is my best bet of the day, hence daily best bet. But, baseball, you can have a game that you feel really, really strongly about. It's a matter of value, and it could still come off as a loss. It's a matter of value, though. So yesterday was, I took the Marlins over the Blue Jays because they were a plus 140 underdog. That says that they have a 40% chance of winning. I think they had about a 50 plus percent chance of winning. So I'm getting about a 12% deviation in the percentage of winning than the books are giving me. That's value. I'm going to take that every time. Just like today's game, I'm getting value on this line. Now, if that line moves down to, say, a minus 110 and we're at a 50-50, well, maybe that game is more around a 50-50 and now it's not as good. So therefore, the amount of units can depend on what the value is on that line, which can fluctuate. So it's really important to take a look at what the line is. Yesterday, that Tampa Bay game, I would have put that at, like I said, about a minus 200. I think the odds of Tampa Bay winning was about 70%. That said, there's still a 30% chance that the Red Sox win that game. It's not that predictable in baseball. Again, even if you pick the best team in baseball on 162 games, they're going to lose about 60 of them. So that's baseball for you. My job as a capper is to pick my spots and find lines that exploit value on that team. Speaking of, let's get to today's game. Hopefully that answers your question. I kind of did it in a roundabout way, but I typically like to put the same amount on every game and then come out with the best winning percentage and getting good value on each one of the lines. So there's a couple games posted over on patreon.com/Phi Farley. You can check those out, including this one, daily best bet. We are going to LA, and you may not like this, but the Padres are so far owning the Dodgers, and they have a great spot today. With Davies on the mound, guy that I like a lot as a pitcher. Just check this out. Dodgers, great pitching, 2.47 ERA, best in the bigs, 1.06 whip. They're doing fantastic. The Padres, though, when it comes to hitting, Dodgers have not been living up to their expectation on the season. Right now, batting average goes to the Padres. Runs goes to the Padres. Home runs goes to the Padres. On base percentage goes to the Padres. Slugging percentage naturally to the Padres. Everything except for hits, which Dodgers have 3 more hits than the Padres do on the season, has been in the Padres' favor. Now, the Padres, I believe, are making a stance here, saying they belong at the top of the West, as they have so far. They're both sitting at 11-7, one game back of the Rockies. Technically, it's 1.5 games back of the Rockies. Now we walk into the third of 4 games here in LA so far. 2-0 to the Padres' favor in this series. Now, specifically, I want to talk about Zach Davies. Zach Davies against the Dodgers has been outstanding. In the last 3 years, he's 3-0 down in LA. Team batting average against Davies is .213. There's not a whole lot that stands out. Cody Bellinger's the only one. He's 4 of 8, so he's hit 500. Max Muncy's 2 of 4. He's hit 500. But if we look at Peterson's 0 of 5, Corey Seager hits 176. Taylor hits 111. Justin Turner's 3 of 14, hitting 214 against him. Slugging percentage is only .363. Not good numbers against Davies. Now, if we dig in a little deeper and we look at, say, the last 3 years, Davies was with Milwaukee, pitching against LA, one of his best places to play. I'm gonna get to that here a little more. One thing to note, him on the road, Davies on the road is significantly better than his home record. Again, going back to those Milwaukee days. It's very impressive. If you haven't looked it up, look at his last 3 years on the road. 2.71 ERA versus at home, again, back with Milwaukee, 5.04 ERA. He's 2.25 points runs higher at home than he is on the road. 14-8 on the road versus 15-15, 500 at home. Opponents batting .251 on the road, .281, 30 points higher at home than on the road. Pretty amazing that it's that way. And here's something even more impressive. In 202 innings pitched, only giving up 18 home runs. That is amazing numbers. Now, when we talk about LA, over the last 3 years, he has a .36 ERA. You heard that right, .36. He is 3-0 in 4 starts. In 25 innings, only 17 hits, 1 run. It was a solo home run. Dodgers have hit 193 against Davies. Down in Dodger Stadium, he's 2-0, 14 innings, only 11 hits, and that 1 home run was given up down in Dodger Stadium. He has completely owned the Dodgers so far. We got a decent enough sample size to be able to back Davies today. He's going to be going up against Gonsolin, who's nothing wrong with that. He's coming up from the minors. He had a spot start before, of which he did a pretty good job, so I'm not going to knock on him. But today, I think it's Davies getting the job done for the Padres to go up 3-0 in this series. So look for the Padres again today. That's where my money's going. We're getting them at a +135 underdog. So putting my record on the line here at a +135. Let's get it. And look forward to seeing you again soon. Best of luck.